More shady Liberal fundraising practices. I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel.media. We've been telling you about Liberals scheduling fundraisers for cabinet ministers across the country and then finding a reason for the minister to do some federal government business, have the taxpayers pick up the tab for what is really just a fundraising trip. Fundraising for this new government is the most important job, it seems, and they have no problem getting ministers to travel the country with taxpayers picking up the travel tab, so they can all just collect checks for the Liberal Party. But now there's more. If you've been paying attention at all, then you know that fundraisers where high-end donors get to have FaceTime with powerful ministers in Justin Trudeau's cabinet, well, that's dominated headlines and questions in the House of Commons for days now. It's kind of a repeat of what Kathleen Wynne's Liberals did in Ontario. And the Conservatives and New Democrats have been hammering the Liberals over events like Finance Minister Bill Morneau's appearance at a fundraiser hosted at a Halifax mansion and attended by corporate executives that could benefit from Morneau's spending.
Well, Mr. Speaker, yesterday the Finance Minister had the audacity to say that his $1,500 cash for access Liberal fundraiser was part of his budget consultations. Right. What a sad joke. To add insult to injury, the Liberals defended their Halifax appointee, Jim Spatz, who gave the Liberals $1,500 to attend said fundraiser. This is completely contrary to all the rules. If the Finance Minister won't admit that what he did was unethical, will the Prime Minister do the right thing, enforce his own rules with his own cabinet?
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister's ethics rules were very clear. I want to quote, there should be no preferential access to government or the appearance of preferential access for political donors. Now it's come to light that the Minister of Finance has held cash for access fundraisers. These occurred at the same time and in the same locations as his budget consultation tour. No wonder the Liberals love consultations. Are the new ethics standards promised to Canadians in effect for Liberal ministers as well? Yes or no?
Now, the Liberal response to this is interesting, of course. First, they pointed out, well, Minister Morneau was on a budget consultation tour at the time of the fundraiser last week. Not a great response considering that as he's doing budget consultations, he's meeting with executives dropping $1,500 a pop to hang out with the minister. All business executives that could theoretically benefit from actions taken in the budget, some spending here, special tax break there. Well, then came the other response, that the Liberals weren't hiding these events that nobody knew about, because, according to Liberal House Leader Bardish Chagger, they're all open.
Events like this one are part of every party's fundraising engagement work. Federal politics is subject to some of the strictest political financing legislation and regulations in the country, and the party fully complies with the Elections Act in all cases. The rules that the previous government put in place. This event was open, and anyone who purchased a ticket was welcome to attend. The event was made public online. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
And Morneau himself also claimed no wrongdoing after I asked him about the very same thing later that afternoon.
Like every other member of Parliament, I am actively involved in fundraising activities for my party. The fundraisers in question are fundraisers that are put on by the Liberal Party of Canada. I am aware of the fact that invitations are sent out to hundreds of people, and they are in fact open.
Not really open at all, and not exactly posted online. See, one thing that has left political watchers puzzled until now is why the Halifax fundraiser for Morneau, along with similar events in Toronto and Calgary, didn't appear on the Liberal Party website, where events like fundraisers normally do appear. Well, it turns out the Liberals have been using a simple piece of coding on their website to block certain fundraisers, only certain ones, from being seen by the general public, or found by search engines like Google. The Liberals have been using what's called a robots.txt file. Nothing wrong with using one of those. Web designers use them all the time to make sure that when you do go searching for their website, that you find the website, but back-end pages like the admin panel, well, that's kept hidden. But as we look at the robots.txt file the Liberals are using, we see they're not only hiding back-end stuff, but also several fundraisers for Morneau and for International Trade Minister Chrystia Freeland. Now, that flies in the face of what Bardish Chagger said in the House of Commons. This is not open. This is hidden. You have to purposely put that in there. But the Liberals are maintaining, don't worry, we haven't broken any laws or rules on fundraising, and a party spokesman even emailed me to say it'd be wrong to call these events hidden, even though the public cannot see any information about them. Spokesperson Braden Cayley said information such as the home address of the host has to be protected, and he also said volunteers often input these events. I'm sorry, but a volunteer in a riding association somewhere is not getting access to this file. They can't make these kinds of changes to the Liberal Party website. As for protecting a personal home address of a donor, well, you can do that without hiding the whole event. The Liberals have been hiding these events because they knew they would look bad. An editorial in the Globe and Mail, the Liberal supporting Globe and Mail on Thursday, compared Trudeau's fundraising practices to those of Ontario Liberal Premier Kathleen Wynne. It's an apt comparison. Not surprising, though, when you remember all the Queen's Park Liberals now around Justin Trudeau. The new government of real change is really all about the same old dirty tricks. If you like what you just watched, then please do us a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join the movement. You can just click right here. It's easy to do, and you'll never miss another Rebel video again. You can also sign up for our email list at therebel.media, or if you really like our content, then become a member where you can access premium content only members have access to.